Okay, you cooking with Hurley, Ray, and a friend. Ron, I'm glad to be here today. I'm looking at all this pretty food, and it looks good. It's got to taste good.
Oh, it's awesome.
But tell us about you taking and you improving what you've been doing for a couple of years now, and so now you adding some new wrinkles to it, and it's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be better.
Yeah, we made a few changes, I want to thank all the folks that have supported us all these years. We have made some changes here, and if you haven't been here in a while, come on back. You'll notice some changes. We changed the color scheme a little bit. Of course, we still have the same good staff in the kitchen beside it and all those folks back there who are putting out the good food. But yeah, there have been some changes. We've added some artwork to the walls, and we added a little music to the dining area. I don't know if you noticed that today at lunch, but a little background music there. So we're just trying to do things to kind of nicen it up a little bit. And we're still a casual restaurant, but we just wanted to be a comfortable, more of an enjoyable experience. Because look, you down there working all day, you wide open, you got machinery blasting in your ears. Don't you be able to come down here, a nice good lunch with your friends or your family, relax, take 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you have, enjoy yourself, and then get back on the hunt.
And tell us about the new name and kind of the scheme that you go into. We'll look forward to seeing in the near future.
Well, we do a good seafood buffet on Friday, and we also have a buffet on Sunday that kind of highlights some seafood items. Well, we're going to change the name, the trading style a little bit. We're going to change the name from Sister's Place to Captain Jim's Buffet and Po' Boys. Of course, Jimmy was my brother, and he would have loved to have been involved in something like this. If you knew my brother, he had a heck of a personality. But now the food's still going to be the same food. It's going to be delicious. We are going to try to highlight more some of our seafood items, our oyster stews. The oyster stew.
I volunteer for that now. I guarantee you. I'm looking forward to trying some of that. I saw a plate earlier about oysters, and man, I said, I can't wait to dive into them. You've got some good, fresh oysters, and you can look at oysters and tell when they're that fresh.
Well, I grew up on the coast, as most of us did, and I know the importance of a good quality fresh oyster. You can't have an oyster that's been sitting around for a long time and throw it out there on the plate as a fresh oyster. They may still be good, but there's a little bit of a reduction in the quality. And on things like seafood, I'm a stickler that we have fresh seafood. If we're gonna have seafood on the menu on the special board, it's fresh processed seafood that we got that day or the evening before. That's just something that I'm a stickler for. Like I say, growing up in a seafood family, I know what fresh is. Because we caught it.
That's right.
Normally it was still wiggling when we flopped it in the grease. So we're going to that. We want to highlight some of our menu items a little more. We do a po' boy, and then of course we have a full burgers. We have a full selection of items on the menu for folks to choose from, and we're looking and talking about doing a night service, opening up a couple of nights a week. So.
Yeah, and one of the things y'all do is a Sunday, and we can't say enough about when you go to church and after church, you want a good home cooked meal. That you hadn't got to clean up afterwards. You can come down here and you can eat. The kids got all the ice cream in the world they can eat.
Oh, yeah.
You can have a good meal, great dessert. It's second to none.
Absolutely.
And you come in here and then you can turn around and go home and relax.
Take that Sunday afternoon nap and get ready for Sunday night services.
There you go.
Folks do. A friend of mine, he's a pastor, he jokes about it. He said he's going to start ending his services early so he can get down here and get a good seat. So please come join us on Sunday. Bring your family out after church. It's a great day to come down. We've got a great bunch of folks come through here on Sunday.
And that's one of the things, you're kind of a neighborhood affair. When you come in here, and every time I've been in here, it appears that I know half of the people in here. So I'm no different than anybody else. When they come in here, they're going to see the neighbors in here. It's hometown people eating hometown groceries. So, you can't say enough about the atmosphere that you're around friends and neighbors.
Oh, absolutely. We're locally owned. We're locally operated. After 2 political campaigns, folks out there know a little bit about us. Yeah, we're just simple people, guys, and the food is good. The food's like Mama used to make, and Mama was a pretty good cook. Y'all just come down and check us out. We appreciate it. If nothing else, we look forward to seeing our neighbors. Come say hello.
And one thing about it, if you can talk them into coming down here one time, you won't have to do it twice. They'll come on their own.
Well, as you can see, we're doing some expanding on the parking lot.
Looks great.
We're doing some additional parking area here to the side because folks are finding out. And I think now we're probably a month or so from doing this. We got to get some things, have to get plans and drawings and all that. We're probably going to expand our seating area so that, there's never a problem coming in, getting to the buffet, getting a good seat, enjoying a nice, good meal, and then...
And one other thing we've not mentioned, let's talk about you know, if you got a business out here on the Industrial Road and you got 10 or 15, 20 people and you deliver lunch out there to them.
You know, we have a saying here. It's Sister's Place Buffet, good food coming at you. Yes, we'll deliver. It can be 1, it can be 100. Like I said, we have some wonderful po' boys. We have some delicious burgers. We have delicious craft sandwiches. And of course, you can get a full buffet plate off the bar. We'll bring you, and look, we pack the plate. If you order a buffet to go, we pack the plate. You're gonna get your money's worth, so you ain't got to worry about not being able to go through twice. We're gonna take care of that. So yeah, call us. We'd love to bring you something. You know, a lot of times you just can't get away from what you're doing long enough to come down and have lunch. So please let us be of service to you and bring you some good food.
How can you beat that, bringing your food to you?
You can't beat it, man. You just can't beat it. Folks, we appreciate you coming down to Sister's Place. We appreciate your business. You know, we strive and we promise. You're our neighbors. We ain't going to let you down. They ain't going to happen. So come see us.
Let's take a break and we'll come back.
All right.
Okay, Ron, you know, we're looking at this buffet, and each day you change it just a little bit. I know you always got fried chicken, and I know you always got that good dessert sitting there. But tell us how, or maybe particular days you have pork chops one day, or you got spaghetti one day. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we try to have fun with it. We call Monday is meatloaf and Mater Madness Monday. So what we have is we have 2 kinds of meatloaf. We have the traditional red sauce top meatloaf like Mom used to make, and then there's we have a meatloaf that caters more to a gravy. A lot of folks like to put gravy on their meatloaf, and that's pretty good too. And then of course we have all the fried green tomatoes on the buffet that you can stand. And then on Tuesdays we have beef tips. So we may change that up a little bit. Wednesday is pork chop day. We don't mess with Wednesday. Wednesday is pork chop day. I believe we'd have a riot if we changed up Wednesday.
People knows looks forward to Wednesdays or Thursdays or whatever days because I love pork chops, you know.
Me and you both.
So tell us a little bit more about what you...
Well, on Wednesdays what we do, you know, a lot of folks like a fried pork chop with a little bit of a breading on it, and some don't. So we normally have both styles on the buffet, so you can get, we don't want to have a buffet where we decide what your selection is. We want to try to keep as many options and possibilities on the buffet as we can. And if there's something that you would like on the buffet, you know, we love input from our customers. You know, one particular Sunday, you know, we have fried chicken, we have fried fish, we have the gumbo. Sunday's a great buffet. But we had there's a couple that comes in all the time, wonderful people. They said, you know, Ron, maybe we could do something different on Sunday. I said, well, how about a roast out of a crock pot? So they said, that'd be great. So that Sunday we had some roasts, and we crock pot, we cooked them, and that was a little added selection. We look forward to folks giving us input and ideas on the buffet so we can change it up and keep it, you know, fresh.
And you know, the times I've been here, I've always noticed that you always do it like I call it, you got yellow squash and you got green peas and you got black-eyed peas. You know, you keep it real colorful, and it just, you know, my big thing is you eat with your eyes as much as you do your mouth. When you walk up to the buffet and you look at it and it looks good, 99% of the time it tastes good. And so one of the things that when we get here and look at your buffet, it's second to none. It really, really looks good. And if it really, really looks good, normally it really, really tastes good.
Well, so it does. And you know, something else I want to point out. You know, we mentioned there's our next spokesman right there. Hey, Chris, you ready to be on TV? We also make sure that on every day we have some baked items or some broiled items. You know, a lot of folks can't eat fried food.
That's right.
It just doesn't go well with them, as delicious as fried food can be. I know, you know, some of the elderly folks in our family have trouble with fried food. So or let's say you're on a diet and you want to only eat baked meats, baked proteins, baked meats. We have baked chicken, baked fish. We tend to have something on the buffet every day that caters itself or lends itself to that lifestyle, you know.
And you know what's so great, you see so many construction workers coming here. They can walk in here, get a plate of food and sit down and in 10 minutes be out of here, or even eat 2 plates of food. So the thing about it is you can come in, you can eat and go back to work and not missing time. When you go somewhere and you make an order out and you look on the menu and you put an order in and you're hoping it's going to get there in time for you to eat where you can run back to work. You come here, you don't have that problem. Well, you walk in, you eat, and you walk out of here in just a few minutes.
You know, that's one of the things that was important. Being a contractor, I understand that a lot of times you have a project, you got a little appetite, you don't have time to dally in a restaurant. So you know, if you want to get in, get a good plate, like 2 or 3, and get back to work in a hurry, come on and enjoy the buffet. If you have a little time to kill and you want to kind of specialize your lunch, we do have menu items. We have seafood platters. We have various
Fried
platters.
oysters.
We have grilled chicken salads. You know, I mean, we have a good selection on the menu that you can order from as well. Something fresh prepared on the grill, especially for you. Steaks, we do an awesome ribeye steaks, folks. If you have not had a Sister's Place ribeye steak, you are missing out. They're awesome.
In saying that, the only way we can tell you anything else, come down here and check it out. We won't have to invite you again. You know where it's at, and you'll come on your own.
I guarantee it, folks. We appreciate your business. Come see us at Sister's Place.
All right, you're cooking with Hurley and a friend. Well, today we're over here on a beautiful sunny day at Sisters. And tell us where Sisters is located, and tell us a little brief history about Sisters.
All right, Sisters is located at 3525 Boone Street, Moss Point. Best known access is Shortcut Road and Highway 63 to get to us. Sisters is known for home-cooked buffet meals. That's what we specialize in, good homemade potatoes, southern fried chicken, lots of fresh vegetables, a nice salad bar, ice cream, homemade desserts. We've been out here for about 3 years doing this, and we serve a lot of our industries with caterings and different things.
You know, when we got here and we looked at the food, of course, I've eaten here before, and certainly I enjoyed it, and encourage anybody to have lunch, especially if you want to impress somebody with some good Southern cooking. This is the place to come.
That's it.
You know, you got that country fried steak, you got chicken. Every day you've got some kind of meat on your buffet line and a lot of vegetables.
Yes, sir. And every day our buffet menu changes. We do have the fried chicken every day, but our other meats and will change daily. So it gives people a variety. They don't have to eat the same thing every day.
Okay, and you know, understand that, you know, it's hard to find an order of fried oysters here in Pascagoula right now. Everybody does buffets and different things, but you can come over here and say, I want an oyster dinner, and y'all are providing oyster dinners now.
Yes, we are. We bring in fresh oysters every Thursday morning. You can order oysters off of our menu most any day of the week, but most of the fresh ones are here on Thursday mornings. We do oyster plates. They include your French fries, your hush puppies, and your coleslaw. We do a good oyster po' boy here, served with fries.
And of course, now, if someone said, you know, I want an oyster po' boy and I hadn't got time to go sit down, they can call, run by here and pick it up, and it don't take but just a minute. They got a good, fresh oyster po' boy.
Absolutely. If you don't have time to come in, just give us a call. The number's 475-4230. We'll be glad to accommodate your to-go needs. For our industries on Industrial Road, we'll be glad to bring it to your gate to you.
My goodness, how's that? Not only is it good, but they deliver it. How can you beat that?
Can't be beat.
Now we've talked about a little bit of stuff, and so now tell us about the dessert. Now, you know, it's second to none. Y'all have got homemade, everything's homemade in your dessert line. So tell us a little bit about your dessert.
Yep, we special. I think the customers appreciate most the buttermilk cake. That's a homemade recipe of buttermilk cake. You won't find a cake nowhere like it on the coast. We also do a homemade peach cobbler every day. We have a cold dessert every day for people that don't like warm desserts, such as island pie, which is full of fruit and Cool Whip and nuts. We also do a brownie trifle. We do a homemade banana pudding. So we just give you a good variety of desserts. We also do cakes, brownies.
Great.
So
You know,
it's a variety.
and another thing that I understand that you're going to start doing is making gumbo certain days of the week.
We do have gumbo on our buffet bar on Fridays and Sundays. That is an item that will not go away. It will stay on the bar. Delicious homemade seafood gumbo.
And now Now, we've talked about a little bit of everything, but tell us the hours that you open, and I understand you open on Sundays. So after church, people can come by here and get a good home-cooked meal.
Okay. We are open Monday through Friday. We open our doors at 10:30 a.m. and we close them at 2. We're closed on Saturdays. We open on Sunday from 10:30 to 3. We give people the extra hour on Sunday to get out of church, not have to be in a dead run to get down here, and still have time to sit down and have a good home-cooked meal.
And you know, when you get out of church like that and you want to sit down in a real easy atmosphere, this is a place to come. And one of the things, I've not been in here that I didn't know half of the people in here. So when you come, not only are you going to have good food, but you're going to have fellowship. You're going to have folks sitting around you that you know. You know, there's some restaurants you go into and a lot of guests comes in from the highway. But when you come here, it's hometown folks, knows where the good groceries are.
That's right. And also, if you don't know the people next to you, it's just a casual atmosphere. You never know when the table next to you might just pick up and start talking to you as well. It's a relaxed atmosphere, casual dress. We don't require any formal attire. You come as you please, and we'll accommodate you for a good meal.
Okay, well, let's take a break and we'll come back. Okay, Ron, we certainly appreciate the invite to come down here today. It's always great to be here, and sometime I come between shows, I come down and eat, and it's always great. So if you're home and sitting around and thinking about what am I going to do tomorrow for lunch or Sunday after church, come on down here and visit some of your friends, and I can assure you, you're going to enjoy it. Now, if you have a restaurant or other places of business you want us to promote or talk about, certainly call Channel 7 at Pascagoula, and we'll certainly enjoy coming and visit and do the same thing we're working with Ron about. So, Ron, hope you good luck in here, buddy. Look forward to seeing you, and I come down here on a regular basis.
And I want to say something, Hurley, if I could. You know, folks, we enjoy your patronage. We appreciate you coming, but you know, even I get tired of eating at the same place every day. There are some great restaurants in Jackson County. You don't have to go to Mobile. You don't have to go to Iberville. There's some great food right here at home. Take the time to find it. Appreciate you coming in, Hurley.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a
Hey guys, it's me, Ron Williams. You know, we did this wonderful interview with Hurley Ray at the restaurant, and I wanted to take a minute and talk about some of the other things that are going on. You guys may or may not know that I'm involved with the crew of Woo Woo here in South Mississippi, and our Queen Bomb Diggity for a day this year is Miss Stephanie Adlington.
Thank you.
And Stephanie is from Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
She's an up-and-coming jazz performer. I think you've done some theater.
Yeah, I've done a lot of Patsy Cline, some Tammy Wynette out in California. I've done Patsy Cline kind of all over the East Coast.
Now you're an accomplished musician. You're not, I mean, the Royal Academy of Music, is that correct?
I'm a graduate of the Royal Academy, yeah.
That is pretty, does that give you like a title? Are you like Lady Stephanie or Knight Stephanie, Sir Stephanie? You're not Sir Stephanie.
It's just a piece of paper, but it's very nice.
Well, you don't get to the Royal Academy unless you know a little bit about music.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at least you know a little bit when you get out, don't you? So
absolutely.
now you're doing something at Belmont. Stephanie, I know this. Stephanie teaches folks at Belmont University in Nashville, and as you guys know, that's where a lot of your country and western singers come out of.
I teach in the commercial voice department, so we've had a lot of folks like Trisha Yearwood, I think, was music business. Brad Paisley was music business. We've had a lot of folks.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of folks coming through. So.
That's pretty fascinating. That's pretty. Well, are you excited about this Mardi Gras?
Yes, this is my first Mardi Gras. I am so excited to be here. I've wanted to come down for a long time, and I wanted to know all about this and be a part of the culture. So it's very exciting.
We're excited about having you on our float this year in the parade. You know,
you know, you're a pretty special guest with all this talent. And,
Well, how did I get chosen to be queen? I'm so excited. It's such an honor.
well, you're not as expensive as Katy Perry, so no, not really.
This time around, next year's a whole different
Yeah, next year you'll be out of our league, and we'll be doing, I don't know, my pet dog or something. But it'll be King Bark Bark for a day. But no, we wanted to get you down here. We wanted to get you involved because, you know, I've been watching what you're doing. I've been watching your career, and I think it's just a matter of time before you're headlining at some of the nightclubs and casinos down here in this area. You know, so
I'll tell you, the great thing about living in Nashville is that you're surrounded by world-class musicians, and you really learn from them, and you really start to take on what different venues are and how you can really project yourself in different places. And really what I'm doing right now is some originals. So it's kind of jazzy, rootsy,
Yeah.
a little fiddle, a little dobro, but it's also kind of with jazz chords and jazz roots. And bringing in some Southern Gothic type lyrics and pulling from that, but also the American Songbook. So Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, all the wonderful stuff that's timeless will never go away.
I saw a clip of a recent performance you did at F. Scott's in Nashville.
Yeah.
And Valentine, My Funny Valentine.
Valentine.
Excellent job.
Thank
In
you.
fact, folks, I'm going to put a link to that on the Sisters Place Buffet page if you guys want to see some of her performance at F. Scott's. It's a very great performance of a traditional jazz classic.
Thank you.
You know,
We
so
actually had the Valentine's Day gig, which was amazing.
Wow.
So, yeah, it
Wow.
was great. It was 4 hours of wonderful people coming out and wonderful music. The band was fantastic. It was a great night.
great. Well, Stephanie, I want to welcome you
Thank
to the
you
Gulf
so
Coast.
much.
Queen Bomb Diggity. Here is your official tiara
Oh
and
my
crown.
goodness. May I?
Yes, you may. Yes, you are. It is official. You are our queen.
Oh my goodness.
And here is your moon pie.
My moon pie.
Absolutely. And now we need a big woo woo from you. You ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3. Woo woo. Thanks, folks. We'll see you at the restaurant, Sisters Place.
Thank you. Very excited. Thank you so much.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.